Who is this Ceicilia Dapaah? That is very
So
central in the current happenings in Ghana, and even people relating it to our economic issues.
Yes.
Ceicilia Dapaah is the Minister
For
Sanitation and Water Resources. A female.
Yeah.
A female.
Yes.
Who alleged few weeks ago.
They said they didn't like the female we use for them. That we should use women.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So a woman.
Okay, a woman.
Yes.
Good. A woman.
Yes.
Who alleged that an amount of $1 million has been stolen,
and some
in his house,
sums of euros and CDs
and
handbag and
clothes,
jewelry
and other things.
Yes.
Stolen. And upon investigation, it is found out that a lot of money has been discovered
in her room,
in her room, in her house, her home. And it is striking the minds of Ghanaians as to why,
how
a minister for sanitation and water resources,
since when,
house, harbor, such an amount of money, or such huge sums of money in her custody, without even depositing them in bank accounts. For what purpose are those monies in the house for? So it is a very huge issue, and upon several discoveries made by the office of the special prosecutor, who with his team went to do the check in her house, discovered some amount of 8 million, another 8 million US dollars. Some media houses giving 17.5 million US dollars being discovered, and even stating that it took the office of the special prosecutor 4 to 5 hours to finish counting the money they have discovered, or they've found out from her house, which in fact is troubling the minds of Ghanaians.
Okay, so looking at her reasons stated for resigning, were they right in the face of law?
You see, she is being smart. She is being smart. Smart in a way that she might not be liable to some of the things that may happen in the future, or in order to save her image, the best option is to resign, because the case under study will be very detrimental to her image if she didn't resign. Maybe they might end up dismissing her or sacking her from office.
Which would be a bad record.
So to be at the safer side,
resign willingly,
in order not to invite that kind of
the wrath of the law.
Exactly. So I will say that she is being smart, and after all, she is going to be eligible to benefit from her this thing, ex gratia. Yes. As for the ex gratia, she will benefit. She will benefit because she resigned.
Yeah.
She has not been dismissed.
Good.
She has not been sacked from office.
So she's still entitled to.
She is still going to benefit. Okay, based on the Labor Act.
Wow.
So the Labor Act when you, in the Labor Act, when you resign, you will still benefit from the reason. But when you are dismissed,
that one,
you cannot
it's a punishment.
It's a punishment. You cannot receive some other benefits you used to enjoy.
They will cut everything off.
Exactly.
Wow.
So she is still entitled to take her ex gratia.
Wow.
So I think it is a smart move she has made to resign. But why should she resign?
That's the question.
In the midst of this, you should be in the office, allow everything, all the investigations to go on before you resign. But you know, she's being smart.
Like even if she was resigning, I think she should have resigned even before reporting the case to
exactly
police. I think the police case was reported last year.
Let's look at the case from this perspective. I claim that robbers came to attack me in my house. They robbed me. So what has robbers attacking me and robbing me or stealing my money has to do with my resignation from office?
It means maybe it has a link with legalities. Or maybe
no, if I'm occupying a public office, okay, and robbers
come to attack
me
and rob you of your money,
and rob me of my money that I know that I genuinely work for it, why should I resign from my office?
There is no reason. You shouldn't.
Robbers robbing me or coming to attack me and robbing me of my money has nothing
to do with
my resignation. It is not even a reason to resign. So why should I resign on those bases that robbers come to steal my money? No. It means that there is a lot to that.
Yes. So is it the reason the Office of Special Prosecutor summoned her to court, or there are other reasons that they based the arrest on?
You see, the Office of the Special Prosecutor might have summoned the Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources at the court of law based on the further discoveries that were made. Okay. We have found out that you came to report. You see, the office is a public office.
Yes. And
she is a public asset. The state need to protect her as a minister. So they came and robbed her. She reported. So now that you reported the case, they have to investigate what they have robbed, so that maybe the state will probably compensate you.
They can compensate you.
Yes. Are you getting it? So they will have to investigate.
Yes.
To know the items stolen, the amount of money stolen. So if in the course of investigation we are discovering huge sums of money, physical cash, in your house, then we have to further investigate into the source of your income, your revenue. This is where the summon will have to come in, and then further investigations will need
to take place.
Exactly.
Wow. So did you hear anything about maybe she stating her sources of income?
Oh yes.
How she got the money?
She claimed to receive some of those monies from funeral donations and other sponsorships and
like
other things, projects.
Okay.
She came to receive those. And if you are receiving those sums of money or that amount of money from people, donations, sponsorships, are you not having bank accounts? Are you not having the interests of your people at heart? She is aware of the current economic crisis of the state. You have such an amount of money in your home. Why don't you deposit those monies in our banks?
So that we can use
so that the banks can use them to transact business for more income to flow. For economic crisis or problems to be resolved. Even if you have a purpose for keeping those monies in your home, you need to be aware of the current situation Ghanaians are facing. Ghanaian citizens are facing.
And you should even keep it legally, not just I'm going to keep my money in the house. I think that money is more than just an ordinary money. It's not money. It's not like our hundred.
That money alone can control at least some part of the economy.
The economy, not some part
even her field as a minister. Sanitation and water. Look at the water crisis some communities are facing.
Just yesterday,
look at sanitation issues or problems that some communities are facing. Every day we are advocating for what? Keep Ghana clean. Keep Ghana clean. Keep Ghana clean agenda.
Where are the facilities to keep Ghana clean?
Those Zoom Lion workers
are not paid well.
They are not paid well. The Minister of Sanitation is aware. We are not having enough waste bins. We are not having enough materials to take care of the environment. We are not having enough fund or resources to provide water to the people.
So
look at the people in the hinterlands who are not having boreholes. When you get to some of the northern regions, some communities, the water they drink is from the gutters. See, water that when they give it to you, you will not drink. That is what some of them drink.
They have to manage.
But they have no option than to use it.
So
we are aware and they are aware. She is aware
very well
of this crisis that some deprived communities are facing. Yet you keep such an amount of money in your home.
So let's
claiming to be yours. It's hers. The money belongs to her.
That is the claim now. So let's see. Her case will have to border on that of money laundering, or is it hoarding? No, it's not hoarding. It's laundering. Like keeping the money in her house is one of the offense, and is it resigning? It's also another offense. So in Ghana, if someone is keeping such foreign currencies like dollar, naira, and the rest in such huge amount, what is the law saying? If maybe the person, let's not bring it to her side, let's deal with it as a general issue. Yes. So what is the punishment for? Yeah.
As a Ghanaian citizen, I have my economic right to work with my hand, to transact business and earn a discerning living. Okay. In as much as you have your basic rights or your human rights, economic rights, there are certain things you don't do it. Don't forget that you are a public servant. Okay. You are serving the public.
Yes.
You are serving the people. You are working in a public office. So there are certain things that you cannot do personal. Okay. So that is why as a minister, as an MP, you have to declare your assets. Okay. The public must know your source of revenue. The public must be aware of your properties, what you have, your businesses. So if at the back or after you have declared your asset to the public is aware of what you have and your means of making money or income, and later it is found out that there are other things you are engaging in
that is not known to the
public, then you are becoming disloyal to your state. You are becoming disloyal to your state.
Wow.
That is disloyalty. Okay? That is disloyalty. So I would say that she might have assessed herself, knowing the implications of her actions and inactions should she remain in office and then allow investigations
to be conducted.
Exactly. She might have thought of all these things before resigning. Okay. So now that the investigations are ongoing, we are waiting on the office of the special prosecutor to come out with their findings and their appropriate measures to address this issue. Until then, further things cannot be said on this, or further determinations cannot be made.
Done. Okay.
Because there was a time where some important or instrumental citizens of the state make statements, and then it was regarded as a predetermination of the court and other things. So until the office of the special prosecutor,
you cannot judge,
come out with his findings and measures to address this is, we would have to wait and then watch out for what happened next. Then we speak on that part as well.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so I wanted us to talk about some inequalities, but let's wait when the final verdict of the court comes out.
Sure.
Then there we can have something to talk about inequalities,
exactly.
Because we've had a lot of people rotting in jail because of some minor offenses, but others go away with huge,
Exactly.
So let's not say anything about this for now, like you just said, because of for legal reasons. So let's go on to Judge Kweson's case. Judge Kweson, what really happened? What is the current business between that of Judge Kweson and the court? What is their business again? Is it by-election is conducted? He won it. He went back to occupy his seat. So what is the matter again?
Yes.
Why can't we allow this man to rest?
I would say that Judge Kweson is having an unfinished business with the law court.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business. Hey. This is to mean that before the primaries, he was allowed by the court to go and conduct the election or contest the election, the primaries, and then come back for proceedings to commence or to continue. But after the primaries, recently the Chief Justice released the warning or cautioned the member of the parliament for Asinov, Judge Kweson, Honorable Judge Kweson, on his absence
in the court. So when you talk about the primaries, are you talking about 2020 primaries or just the by-election?
The by-election, the by-election that's happened, the by-election rather, this current that took place at Asinov.
Yeah, it's not primaries.
It's not primaries.
Okay.
It's the by-election. Yes,
Okay. Okay.
the by-election
Okay.
that took place
Okay.
at Asinov. That he emerged victorious. The court of public opinion spoke for him. But then he still had still having unfinished business with the law court.
Okay.
So his absence from the court these days made the Chief Justice to caution him on his absence. That is to say that maybe due to one or two reasons he might he's not attending to the court. And you know, as a citizen of Ghana, we have our fundamental rights, human rights. Okay, so when we talk of the auditeram partem, that Latin phrase for fair hearing and trial that need to be granted a party at the law court for effective and just determination to be made by the court, we have to also allow him maybe to finish with whatever problem he is facing. To before he appears in the court for further proceedings, because the court would have to give that listening ear, fair hearing to him, and fair trial to him, based on the auditeram partem. So we would have to take a look at that. It might be economic reasons, some other social or security reasons that is keeping him from or preventing him from
going back
appearing in the court. So he need not to be denied justice based on economic, political, religious, and other grounds. So we still have to. I think the court need to, let me say, temper justice with mercy, and then allow him to finish his
but
businesses.
Don't you think there is some miscommunication between or ineffective communication between the two parties, the court and Judge Equation? As in, maybe if he cannot make it on the basis of which the court has ordered him, maybe there should be some effective. If there were effective communication, the court should have been able to listen to him based on how he wanted to be done or he wished to have had it. So don't you think there is this ineffective communication?
Okay, there might be a possibility of ineffective communication that might be leading to that.
So that anyone who have anything to say will always come and say it
so
out.
Even if he himself cannot appear before the court, maybe the party, his legal representative,
the lawyers, Sami Jaffe is one of them.
But sometimes the victim himself need to be need to be present in the court, need to appear in the court for certain judgments to be made. So despite or in the absence of maybe certain things that, or despite the irregularities that in the system of justice delivery, either on his part or on the part of the other parties, I think the courts, within the wisdom and the spirits of the law, would have to still consider him and then give him that space to work things and then appear for further hearing and trial.
Wow, sure. Wow. We are on the last case to go with Prof. Dogbe on current affairs. That's Judge Equation's matters in the court, where the Chief Justice issued warning him to appear. To appear on the basis of which were given or were instructed by the court. Today is unlike usual. We are discussing current affairs.
Yes.
And you can see that we don't usually express ourselves too much because of legalities. You know, you can't predetermine the fate of the court. So that is why some of the things we don't break deeper into it. So do you think on the part of the court it is that right to come and publish the warning, or they should have, wouldn't it have been nice if they had done it maybe underground? Maybe
you see, you see, in the delivery of justice, any party affected can deploy or employ any gimmicks or strategy to delay things. Okay, it might be any of these, but then the degree of what ignited or caused the courts or the Chief Justice to release that statement is what is surprising me. It means that there are certain things that is going to the extreme, too much.
Underground.
Exactly. That maybe in the course of the day or at the end, the reputation or the office of the Chief Justice will be undermined. In that capacity or in that lens, the Chief Justice would have to be on her feet and then ensure that effective justice delivery system is provided. No party is cheated at the end of the day. So, in the wisdom of the Supreme Court judges or the Chief Justice, it might be good to bring it out for Ghanaians to know how transparent and independently the court is working to serve the interests of each and every one of we, the Ghanaian citizens. So I think that it is not bad to bring that notice out, just to ensure that there is
transparency,
fair hearing, fair trial, transparency in the adjudication of cases at the law courts.
Wow. Sure. Okay, great. We have exhausted all our time, and we have to draw the curtains. So, Prof. Dogbe, give us your last remarks.
Thank you very much to all Ghanaians listening to me, to my colleague youths, and every Ghanaian child, the aged, everyone listening to me. Thank you for your time and attention. We plead to stay with us, subscribe to our channel, follow us, and let's have an interactive show each and every day. Don't be reluctant to send your comments and other things to be worked on. And I also say that you should be on the look for other upcoming issues happening in the States. On daily basis, we will get in touch with you, we will communicate with you. Our main purpose is to get every Ghanaian engaged in the current happenings in the States. Thank you very much for your time and attention. We are much grateful.
Prof say we are much grateful. Let me quickly remind you of subscribing and turning on the notification bell so that any new video will drop, you'll be the first person to be notified. Let me also say, share this video with others for them to also learn just as we are learning right now, and also like it just as you enjoy, and then drop your comment in the comment section as a way of joining